On the House by Lamudi.com.ph is a series of casual interviews with Philippine real estate leaders about the stories behind their personas. Today's guest, Beth Ventura, president of Land Holdings Inc. Beth is a go-getter who is determined to achieve any goal she sets for herself. While leading a team of professionals, she also plays a role of a nurturing mother to her daughter. Most rental businesses require the owner's presence for management and maintenance. Rentvestment, a unique business model by Land, allows investors to own high-income generating properties with the freedom to manage them remotely. Hi, Beth.
Hello, Mark.
Welcome back. Welcome back to this episode of On the House. It's been 4 years since we last had this conversation. So how have you been? And how have Land been doing?
I know it's been 4 years, and I'm glad to be talking to you again. And Land has been staying busy, and we've been actively pursuing our niche market, and the underserved market has been always our concentration, and we've been really busy at it.
So I understand that you play lots of different roles day by day. You're a real estate leader, a dedicated mother, lifestyle, business. So which of these hats is it that you prefer to wear?
I've always been very nurturing as a leader and a mother. That still am what I'm doing at the moment. And right now, guiding and coaching our new leaders in the company so that we can be more ready the next 10 more years for Land.
That's really interesting, Beth. Merging your motherhood instincts and bringing that into the real estate leader hat that you wear. So I understand that Land has launched a new business model. I'm sure that's a result of recent turbulence in the market with the pandemic, etc. So perhaps you could tell us more about this business model.
It had started from the word or the term passive income. And you know that it's been a buzzword recently in real estate business. After the pandemic, there's so much things that we need to improve on. And so with our strategy, where we collaborate and go back to the market, this is a product of it. We check the market, what they need, and what they need is really a solution to a better value for investment, especially in the rental. And so came the Rentvestment, where we put a little bit higher deliverables for our rental unit, so that like what the market is asking for, a sustainable rental business. Maybe
you could tell us a little bit more about the definition, rental ready. What does that really mean?
Rental ready is investing into where you earn rental income. But it is not as simple as that anymore. It comes along with a lot of pillars.
What would you say is the main inspiration behind the launch of Rentvestment?
It's really more of customers' feedback, because we're very much in touch with our market. You know that we've started in Binondo, call it before the old Manila Chinatown, way back in the late 90s and early 20s. And when we came in 2004, it was our mission to change old Manila to a modern Manila. Manila Chinatown. And now, with our close feedbacking mechanism with the market, and we've always been answering the needs, constant change in the behavior of buying and the living conditions of the market in Manila Chinatown. So, same as Manila Chinatown, we duplicate that into other areas where we are building properties. And the demand now in other areas is that of the alternative for accommodations, where units are turned into rental facility for areas that are getting a lot of influx from tourism. So we turn this influx of tourism into a cash flow. So now we defined more the rental investment in this category, inputted a lot of facilities that will sustain the business.
Fantastic. So it's really driven from market sentiment and market research.
Correct.
So Beth, you've touched on a couple of your locations. Let's have a look at the project specifically. So I know Land has a number of Rentvestment specific projects. So maybe you could tell me about your project.
Okay, so I'll start where this all started. Okay, because this is the idea of and the concept of Rentvestment started from our projects in the Bay City area. To deliver 2 projects that are already enjoying the rental income from those units that are designed to be alternative for accommodation in those areas. And because still we have lack of accommodation, Cotton Bay Suites is also equipped, okay, with more innovations to make the rental operations more efficient. And another emerging area we know is the Davao City. And Davao is very much ready with all the drivers of tourism, so that now they are enjoying, in fact, a good number and increasing number of tourist arrivals. And so the facility and rental, again, is going to complement the influx native fund. And that is what we're doing now in Davao as well.
So what is it about these projects that make them perfect for the Rentvestment model?
In order to be successful in this rental business, it has to come with pillars, no? And we characterize them in 3 categories. These pillars are very important to be able to recognize the income or the ROI that a property seeker or passive income investor is looking for.
Okay, so I'd like to pick up on the pillars that you mentioned. Maybe you could tell us more about each of the pillars that make for a sustainable Rentvestment.
Okay. Rentvestment product should be ready for rental, or what we call rental ready. Rental ready meaning, of course, it has to be located in a place or in a location where there are high demand for rental properties. And Rentvestment makes it, again, easier for them to operate this kind of unit for rental, so that it does not take much of their time, and it gives really the essence of putting your money into an investment where it is passive. For example, our 202 Pick Lane in Davao is poised to become a high-earning rental home. We have designed a unit for co-living, for example, for students, and we put into consideration the time and motion when they are using the unit. We set up the toilet and bath separately so that the 2 or 3 people can use it at the same time. And of course, the rest of the furnitures and up to the linens are already provided for them. So it is, again, very efficient in terms of rental operations. Another factor are the amenities. We make sure also that we have, again, the long-term dwellers in mind, like the students, and also the frequent travelers in Davao who come to the city on weekends. So we complete amenities from student lounge to the swimming pools, and all complete, like a club and a condo for this kinds of dwellers.
Okay, so that covers our first pillar, rental ready. Perhaps you could tell me about the next pillar.
One other important factor to key in the Rentvestment business now is the innovations that will address and give a better operational efficiency. So it's really more of operational efficiency that will make the property in terms of income more sustainable. Why is that? Because nowadays, it's the objective of the investors is really the hassle-free, right? And in order to achieve that, there should be incorporated features in the properties. Just for example, for our 202 Pick Lane, we added digital lock set, and also our Cotton Bay Suites has that, just so that the owner, whether you rent it out through the broker or you operated it yourself, you can already operate and have the units rented with monitoring through the digital lock set. So it gives you security and management efficiency when running your rental. Another feature that we added there is the overall operation of the property, because that's also one area where clients request us to, improve on the operations of the property management. And so we added an app, for our property management. Again, through this app, unit owners can communicate to the property management, and property management also can address the concerns of the clients. So that makes it all very friendly and easy and secured for everyone involved in the property management and rental management of the unit. And with this offering, we have been attracting many investors overseas. And so we've also beefed up the operation of our leasing and asset management for these properties. So for investors who are not in the Philippines, they can now course it through our leasing team, and we will manage the property for them.
So operational efficiency really is about providing convenience to investors.
Hassle-free.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. We certainly live in the age of convenience now, and why shouldn't we have that in our investment portfolios? But with that convenience, I mean, what does that free up for your investors, as individuals, as human beings?
Now that everything is just in the palm of your hands, they feel that this is such a worthwhile investment. And for new investors, they now feel the benefit of having an investment and having still their time in their businesses and their day jobs, and more time for family.
Okay, perfect. As a father too, I can really see the benefits of having a hassle-free investment. I'm really excited to learn more about the third pillar.
All right, so we talked about rental readiness of the concept, and we also talked about operational efficiency. Next is, of course, income sustainability. There's nothing else. And this is exactly what the purpose of rent investment is: getting the value, the great ROIs of investment, because it has all the characteristics. The area is good for rental properties, the influx is sustainable, the readiness of the unit to accept the tenants and dwellers. So in the end, you also have a higher price increase. Okay, that is also, of course, always the next questions of clients when they go into investment. How does my price increase over time? And that is a solution.
And who doesn't want income sustainability, right? Steady ROI is really what investors are looking for. So a commendable business investment opportunity for investment sounds very exciting. My next question really is about, who is an ideal investor? Who are you really looking for to invest in your project?
Rentvestment now becomes the best way to create a steady stream of income, at least in theory. So the process goes this way: you borrow money from the bank, you buy a property, you use the income from leasing to pay your mortgage and add to your equity, and repeat the process again and buy more properties, and boom, you become a property mogul.
When you say like that, Beth, it sounds incredibly simple. And I think it is an attractive business model. I think the demand for central business districts has generally returned in the last couple of years. The demand for rental properties has returned in the last couple of years. So the buy-to-let model is definitely back in action. Tourism is back as well to the Philippines. So all very positive indicators. So thank you, Beth, for introducing us to Rentvesting. Do you have any final words for investors who might be interested in Rentvesting?
Thank you, Mark, and thank you, Lamudi, for giving us this opportunity to discuss our new concept in giving solutions to the ever-changing demand of property seekers. And I hope that this will be patronized very well, so that we will continue also as a developer to give and continuously innovate in the way we do developments.
To stay on top of investment trends, including Rentvesting, do follow our social media: Lamudi Philippines on Facebook, Lamudi_PH on Instagram, and Lamudi PH TV on YouTube. Or visit our Lamudi website for more investor guides.